What's up, my crypto legends? In this episode, we are taking a look at the Bitcoin price on the 4-hourly chart, and we just reached the $23,600 just a few minutes ago while I'm recording. This is a major target level that we talked on yesterday's live stream on why we were going to get this bounce very likely at this 22.8k levels. We're actually longed and took my profits here at 23.6. We're going to go through why we had this bounce and why potentially from this range Bitcoin could start having a major correction, looking at the S&P 500 and also looking at the DXY. It looks like that the DXY is ready for another run up in the next coming days to reach the highs here of 109. As you can see on the chart, we're going to take a look at the scenario and the probabilities on what could Bitcoin do in the next coming days. So make sure to stay tuned. Hi there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Daily TA on Bitcoin crypto. I also do live streams to connect with the community. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything that I say, and if you do so, do your own research. Let's dive in here straight into the chart here on Bitcoin on the 4-hourly, guys. Anybody that joined the live stream, we were talking yesterday of this potential bounce that Bitcoin could have at this major level. Now, why is this an important level? Well, it's a huge daily level. As you can see here on the chart, we got a daily level right over here from the 15th and 16th of June. And if we go here back, we can see it's a major support level from December of 2020, as you can see here on the chart. Also major level here round about the 22.7k range. So if we fast forward, we know that these two levels are very, very important. As you can see right over here on the chart, we currently are bouncing from this range very, very nicely, but this wasn't the main reason why. If we go back to the 4-hourly chart, we were also hitting 50% Fibonacci retracement from this massive pump that we did have, okay, just a few days ago here, late July. We were just hitting that 50% Fibonacci retracement, hitting this 22.8k range, managing to hold the level very, very nicely. But there was also one other major thing. This massive uptrend that we have been having for the last few weeks, this last one over here, this leg, this momentum that we had a huge amount of volume, as you can see here on the chart. Volume candle number one here, massive, huge volume candle, as you can see. Then we had a consolidation and we had a second leg up with a pretty nice spike in volume with buying pressure, buying power. So if we were to consolidate with low volume to hit the first volume candle here, close on the 4-hourly with a huge amount of buying pressure, the natural effect is that you are going to get that bounce here from this level. And this is what has happened. This is why on yesterday's live stream, I was actually kind of predicting that we were going to have a little bit of bullish momentum to this 23.6. We just hit that range, as you can see on the 4-hourly chart. Now, why this level? Because it is basically the highs from this high volume, right? These highs are very likely to be retested just in case, you know, we are going to have enough bullish momentum. This is the moment that if we do not have any bullish momentum, of course, and we consolidate at this range in the next coming hours or couple of days, it is going to be a time where the exhaustion is going to be there and potentially we will have a big major correction. Of course, these highs need to be retested for a double top or for a potential breakout, and this is the moment that we're going to see in the next coming hours, maybe a couple of days, you know, if we are going to get that exhaustion potentially for that bigger, larger correction here, as you can see on the chart. So this is also a reason why if we do bounce from the first candle with high volume, it is likely to retest the highs of the second volume with high, with the second candle with high volume, sorry. So as you can see, we just touched that range. It was my take profit area. But not only that, why we were going to get rejected from this range, not because it was a high candle here from this massive volume that we've had. It's also major support, as you can see with the 4-hourly. If we go to the 1-hourly, we can see it even better. This is why I have this green box level where we do have a lot of consolidation exactly at around about the 23.6, 23.7k range, okay? Bouncing every single time. If you break down and come back up here, it is going to be strong resistance, as you can see here on the chart. So just touch that level, of course, higher as possible, but I think there's higher probability in attempting to hit these highs several times in the next coming weeks coming days, sorry, and then get that rejection, guys. Okay, we could actually come down from here or try and break it, the 23.6, 23.8, getting that volatility. If we do get this kind of reaction, guys, this will be the potential moment for a shorting opportunity because the price of the bulls are getting exhausted. Okay, this upside momentum. So that is what I'm eyeing here for Bitcoin. We've just hit that level at the 23.6, massive support range, the high from this major candle here with volume. So that is a level where we probably going to start getting rejected, of course. Now, if we take a look here at Fibonacci retracement also from the volume traded the last, 5-6 days, we can see we do have a pretty nice spike on the VPVR at the 23.7K level, as you can see. So if we take Fibonacci from the highs till the ultimate lows, we've just hit to perfection that 50% Fibonacci right there. Of course, 618 would be at 23.9. It is a possibility also. It is where we do have the strongest point of control from the volume traded the last 5 days. So you could get that volatility, that attempt in trying to break above 23.7 and just hitting the 23.9 and getting those rejections. That will be a clear sign of exhaustion for the price action to potentially have a massive correction. Now, of course, we could correct from these levels right now where we at the 23.3, but that possible scenario in trying to break up is very, very possible. If we do take a look at the S&P 500, I've been explaining this on the live streams also. Why do I think there is a potential major rejection from this level, from the 4,130 points? Is because we are hitting here a massive wall on the VPVR. As you can see, VPVR levels have been very much respected here. If I just zoom in a little bit, once we saw this major breakdown from this level and came back up to retest this massive wall of money, we have a huge gap here. So this was around about the 4,120 points. We did manage to get a small consolidation. We retested it several times there, as you can see here in the past, in February of 2021 and March. So we managed to break down, got that resistance, came back down. Of course, we did have another spike here on the VPVR, getting that bounce. As you can see, this has been having major bounces from the volume traded the last 1 year and a half, as you can see, since the beginning of 2021. You can see the point of control is right over here, respected as support, as resistance also once we broke down. As soon as you break above it, it turned into support, having that bullish momentum. So what is happening right now in the S&P 500 is that we are hitting this massive wall of resistance. Are we going to manage to break it? Well, I think there might be multiple attempts as bullish momentum. Of course, if we do get solid breakout here as resistance, then I will be wrong. I will be stopped out on my S&P 500 trade that I'm in a short position, but I do see the exhaustion. If we zoom in here on the 4 hourly, it's a huge wall of money on the VPVR, and we're just hitting major resistance level. I don't think this is a kind of pattern for continuation. We've had several waves here to the upside, and it's very, very likely hitting this point of control that we are going to finally get rejected. Of course, this doesn't mean that we are going to turn around right now. We are having that volatility. We could have multiple attempts in trying to break this range, creating slightly higher highs, a kind of a small distribution, and then potentially having that correction. Stay cautious if you are trading this. Of course, I trade this on Prime XBT. This is my favorite platform to trade other stuff than crypto, other assets such as gold, oil, natural gas, S&P, NASDAQ, Forex. They have a huge amount of different assets using cryptocurrency as collateral. You can use Bitcoin, USDT, no KYC required. It is crypto to crypto, guys. You get 7% added to your deposit if you use my link in the description. Of course, this is another way to support the channel, as I do get a small commission, guys. Check it out. Take a look at it, guys, because this is incredible to trade other assets using crypto as collateral. Let's jump here straight into the DXY, because what is happening with the DXY, we talked about this also. If the DXY doesn't manage to successfully break here this high, and it does get a bounce, it is likely to come up to retest the highs in the next coming weeks. This is going to be very bad for Bitcoin, of course. If the DXY pumps, if the dollar gains value, then of course this will make the price of Bitcoin in dollars lose value, of course. So this is what happened. We did manage to break the trend line. We were talking about, hey guys, stay cautious. This doesn't mean that we are going to reverse and continue down, all right? We do have a lot of support on the DXY, and we're still in a local uptrend, right? We're still creating higher lows for the last few months, all right? So it is likely that we are potentially going to get a bounce from here. If we start getting above here, this support trend line of higher lows, it is very, very likely with a high probability that we are going to retest the highs, meaning that Bitcoin is likely to have that correction in the next coming days and weeks. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this quick episode, quick update with Bitcoin, giving you, the reasons why we could get that correction. Of course, looking at Bitcoin here again, all right, and one of the reasons why that we could continue to the downside, we got to remember that we are in a very massive bearish trend momentum for the last few months, and we are creating kind of an ascending channel. And as you know, these can be kind of a bear flag situations, and we could break support in the coming weeks. Okay, we need to stay very, very cautious. This is a clear exhaustion consolidation for potentially continuing to the downside, or at least retesting the June lows at $18,000 range, guys. So stay extremely, extremely cautious. We got a huge amount of resistance. We are seeing some top signs here of a kind of double top, not managing to break up the 24.5K level. Stay cautious, guys. DXY looking strong. S&P looks like it wants to have that correction as it has been pumping for the last few days. Stay cautious, guys. Stay safe. Check out Bitcoinsensus website if you want the latest news and technical analysis ideas. All free information. Follow all our socials for crypto updates down below in the description. Thank you, guys, and I will see you in the next one.